Welcome to Bronx Knights Baseball. I am RC Robbin. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. This is the playoffs. Game 2 of the American League Division Series. Bronx Knights versus the Minnesota Twins. The Knights are up 1-0. As you can see on the screen, the playoff bracket on the red side on the left. ALDS at the bracket at the top. It's BXK 1, Minnesota MIN 0, 1-0. It's a 5-game series, best of 3. We're about to play game 2. Let's jump into it. Get this show on the road. So game 1 of the American League Division Series was a victory for the Bronx Knights, 6-3. Saturday evening is game 2. Organizations games. Joey Pollard play. Okay. Play full game. We are the home team at Classic Yankee Stadium. Looks good. Joey Pollard. Max, Don. I'm going to put Chris Ramos at the DH spot. Matt Saps is going to play second base. And you know what? I'm going to just take Melo out and put Perez in, and everything else is going to stay the same. Twins are 86-76 for the regular season. Knights tied with the best record in the American League with the Tampa Bay Rays, 107-55. Here are the starting lineups. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome for Major League Playoffs. Baseball playoffs here at Classic Yankee Stadium. Game 2 of the American League Division Series as the Minnesota Twins visit the Bronx Knights. Knights lead 1-0. On the mound is Joey Pollard. His record for the season was 20-4. His ERA is 3.19. He came in second place behind his teammate Eli Ramos for the Cy Young Award this season. And leading off for the Minnesota Twins here in Game 2 of the ALDS is Ken Griffey Sr. Steps up to the plate to lead off the game. First pitch of the ball game. Line drive. It is a base hit to right. First pitch of the ball game. Twins lead off with a single. Here's the replay. Getting started off the right way. So next up is Ryan Braun. Pitch is low, ball 1. Strong throw to second, but not in time. Griffey Sr. steals a base. So nobody out. There's a runner in scoring position already for the Twins. That's a deep drive to left. Back goes O'Rourke to the track, looking up. That ball is gone. It's a 2-run home run for Ryan Braun, his first of the division series. And just like that, the Twins take an early 2-0 lead here in Game 2. That'll quiet the crowd. So next up, still nobody out here in the top of the first, is Hall of Famer Mike Piazza. But before we go there, let's look at a replay of the home run to left field here at Classic Yankee Stadium. 366 projected feet. No play for O'Rourke at the wall. So Mike Piazza steps up to the plate. In real life, he played for the Los Angeles Dodgers and the New York Mets. Takes a fastball at the knees, strike 1. Circle change in there, strike 2. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Piazza. Swing and a miss. Inside fastball, strike 3, and there's the first out of the ball game. Here's the replay.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Eloy Jimenez.
So, up next is Eloy Jimenez, the cleanup hitter. No hits in game 1. And that's a hard line drive. Lashes it to left field. It is a 1-out single for Jimenez. And things have not started out for the Knights the way they hoped here in this first inning of game 2. Just for accountability's sake, options. I want to show the difficulty setting. The entire season, I've played the difficulty setting set at All-Star. Gameplay, hitting difficulty All-Star. Hold on, I'm trying to find pitching difficulty All-Star. So, pitching difficulty All-Star, hitting difficulty All-Star. So, Duke Snider steps up to the plate. Runner at first. Quick throw to first, keep him close. Jimenez has speed. And he fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Check that, that was a curve. Two-seamer outside corner. Strike 2, count as no balls and 2 strikes on Snider. Duke Snider played for the Brooklyn Dodgers, and he was the answer to Mickey Mantle in New York. Ground ball knocked down by Mattingly. He picks it up, takes the easy play at first. There are 2 away. Nice play by Mattingly to get that out at first. Starting lineup for the Twins. Ken Griffey Sr. is in right. Ryan Braun is in left. Mike Piazza at catcher. Eloy Jimenez is the DH. Of Duke Snider's at center field. Orlando Cepeda is at first. Mike Schmidt is the third baseman. Alan Hansen is at second. And Chris Onings is batting ninth and playing shortstop. So Orlando Cepeda steps up. He is the first baseman. Runner at second in scoring position. Fastball inside corner, strike 1. Right now it's a 2-0 lead for Minnesota here in this second game of the American League Division Series. And he pokes it foul up the first base line. Count as no balls and 2 strikes. Grounder to the second baseman. Matthew Saps throws to first in time. And the side is retired. So, half an inning of play, Ryan Braun gives the Minnesota Twins a fast 2-0 lead after a half an inning of play. It's the Twins 2, the Knights coming to bat. So we'll go to the bottom of the first. On the mound for the Minnesota Twins is Mitch Keller. He's 8-10 in the season, 6.04 earned run average. And leading off for the Bronx Knights is Mighty Max.
Leading off for the Knights.
Center fielder for the Bronx Knights. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Keller. And he swings at the first pitch and skies it to right. Griffey Sr. makes the catch for the first out. Starting lineup for the Bronx Knights. Center fielder is Max Luklich. Don Mattingly's at first. Chris Ramos is the designated hitter. Michael O'Rourke is at left. Jacob Salazar is the shortstop. Benny Lo Cicero is in right. Matt Saps is your second baseman today. Matt Termini is at third. And Roberto Perez is behind the plate playing catcher. Don Mattingly steps up. First baseman for the Bronx Knights here with 1 out. Fouls it off. Strike 1. Don Mattingly was a New York Yankee in the 1980s and 90s. That's a line drive to center, and it will, almost be a brilliant catch by Duke Snider. It kicks off his glove. It'll be a 1-out single for Mattingly. They have a runner on here with 1 away. Next up is Chris Ramos. He had a home run yesterday. The second baseman's DHing today. And that's a hard line drive down the right field line. It will roll around into the corner. It hits so hard that he can only get a single out of it. It'll be first and third with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Let's watch the replay. It hit it so hard that it bounced off the wall right back at the right fielder, Ken Griffey Sr., and he was able to get that ball back in. So next up is Michael O'Rourke. Michael had a 3-run home run yesterday. Takes the first pitch, low, ball 1. Runners at first and third, and 1 away here in the bottom of the first. Pitch is outside, count is 2 balls and no strikes. Michael hit .343 in 150 games in the regular season. It was good for 3rd place in the American League. And it's a lazy fly ball. Braun catches it. Tagging up is Don Mattingly. The throw to the plate is up the line. It's an RBI and a sacrifice fly for Michael O'Rourke, and the lead is cut in half. It's the Twins leading 2-1. So next up is the shortstop, Jacob Salazar. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Mattingly's at first. We'll check that. And that's a deep drive, which has a chance. And it goes foul for strike 1. Count is no balls and 1 strike. It's Chris Ramos at first base. Pardon me. Slider is low. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Salazar. And he's late on the fastball and grounds it up the third base line. A foul ball. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jacob. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first, runner at first. 2-1 lead for the Twins. Here's the pitch. Full count. With a full count, the runner at first will be off on the pitch. Here it comes. And he walked him, ball 4. So Salazar gets a free pass. The runners at first and second now with 2 out. And up will step the right fielder, Benny Lo Cicero. Benny had 128 runs batted in during the regular season. And he yanks the 96-mile-an-hour fastball down the right field line. Strike 1. Outside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Lo Cicero. Low in the dirt, blocked nicely by the catcher Mike Piazza. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Benny. And it's a fly ball to center field. Snyder is there. He makes the catch to retire the side. So they get a run back. And after an inning of baseball here at Classic Yankee Stadium, for Game 2 of the American League Division Series, it's Minnesota 2, Bronx 1. So we'll go to the top of the second inning. Up steps the third baseman, Mike Schmidt, to lead off against Joey Pollard. Mike Schmidt, in his real career, was a member of the Philadelphia Phillies. Inside, off the plate, is ball 1. He's a Gold Glove Award winner this season. Got that Gold Glove for third base. And outside with the circle change, and the count is 2 balls and no strikes. Out in front of the curveball, count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Inside, check the swing. Hitters count 3 balls and 1 strike on Schmidt. Knuckle curve floats in there for strike 2, so the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter. Swing and a miss at the fastball, struck him out. Just blew it by him for the first out here in the top of the second.
The second baseman, Allen.
So next up is the second baseman, Allen Hansen. Kind of reminds me of Andrew McCutcheon, swing and a miss, strike one. Changeup is high, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Hansen. Checks his swing, but according to the home plate umpire, it found the strike zone. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Hansen. Misses inside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a 2-1 lead for Minnesota here in Game 2 of the ALDS. Count will go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. Bases empty here in the top of the second. Swing and a miss over the top of the circle change, and there's 2 outs. As you can see, the postseason bracket, Tampa Bay Rays in the American League have a 2-0 lead over the Seattle Mariners. Other than that, there seems to be no new news. The Mets have a 2-0 lead in the NLDS on the Chicago Cubs. So Chris Onings, who had 2 hits in yesterday's contest and an RBI, he steps up with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Nobody on the plate bases. 2-seam fastball finds a strike zone, strike one. Curveball inside corner. Count is no balls and 2 strikes on Onings. Thought that was a strike, but umpire called it high. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss at the curveball. He strikes out the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Joey Pollard. And after an inning and a half of baseball here in Game 2, it's Minnesota 2, Bronx Knights 1. So we go to the bottom of the second inning. Up steps Matt Saps. Matt Saps is the second baseman today.
Number 31.
Fastball in there for strike one. Matt Saps was the September Rookie of the Month. It was Michael O'Rourke who won the Rookie of the Year award, however. Pitch is high. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike from Mitch Keller. Ground ball to the third baseman. Schmidt throws across the diamond, and there's 1 away. Defensive alignment for the Minnesota Twins in the outfield from left to right is Ryan Braun, Duke Snyder, and Ken Griffey Sr. And in the infield, Schmidt, Onings, Hansen, Cepeda, with Mike Piazza behind the plate. So next up is the third baseman, Matt Turnley, stepping up to the plate. And it's a slow roller up the first base line. The pitcher grabs it, throws to first in time. Nice play by Mitch Keller, and there's 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the second inning. So the catcher for today is Roberto Perez. It's his first start of the division series, taking over catching duties for Anthony Millo. Takes a breaking ball in there, strike one. Checks his swing, the fastball's off the plate. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Perez. And he hits a high fly ball to left field. Ryan Braun makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Mitch Keller. And at the end of 2 innings of play here in Game 2 of the American League Division Series, Minnesota Twins lead 2-1. Leading off the top of the third inning is Ken Griffey Sr., father of Ken Griffey Jr., obviously. He was an excellent hitter in his own right. Imagine if Ken Griffey Jr. had no power. but was simply a good defensive outfielder with a lot of speed, but no power. Ground ball to the third baseman. Termini fields, fires. One pitch, one away here in the top of the third. Ken Griffey Sr., I think, played for the Cincinnati Reds in his heyday. 1970s, if I'm not mistaken. So Ryan Braun, he had a 2-run home run in the first inning. This is the reason why they have a 2-1 lead here in the third. Fastball low, ball one. Ryan Braun in this fictional universe is one season away from having 500 plus homers. 484 is the total. The changeup misses. It's 2 balls and no strikes, and he's nibbling. Three balls and no strikes. Mike Piazza, the catcher, is on deck. Will he have the green light on 3-0? We will never know because it was called a strike. Hitters count 3 balls and 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the third inning. 2-1 lead for Minnesota. And it's a pop-up, short, right center field. Lo Cicero makes the catch for out number 2. So next up is Mike Piazza. He struck out in the first inning. There's 2 away here in the third. Inside corner with the fastball, strike 1. Misses with the knuckle curve. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Popped it up. Behind home plate, out of play. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouls off the curveball and will stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the third. Minnesota leading 2-1 in Game 2 of the American League Division Series. And it's a fly ball the other way, right field. Lo Cicero makes the catch to retire the side. So after 2.5, it's the Minnesota Twins 2, the Bronx Knights 1. So, for his second at-bat, the leadoff man Max Lukelich steps up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 today. Mitch Keller sets and delivers. Checks his swing, pitches inside. Ball 1. And it's a fly ball to left. Braun barely has to move. He makes the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the third. Don Mattingly singled in the first, scored a run. He's up there for his second plate appearance with 1 out and no one on. And he lines a base hit to right field. It's a 1-out single, and Mattingly is 2 for 2. Is the replay. Next up is Chris Ramos, today's DH. He's 3 for 5 with a home run so far in the series. He's a single today. Takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Single in the first inning. Mattingly is at first. 1 out. 2-1 lead for Minnesota. And he pops it up. Easy play for the second baseman Hansen. And there are 2 away. Jammed him on his hands. Nice pitch by Keller. So next up is Michael O'Rourke, who hit a sacrifice fly in the first inning for the Knights' only run. And he pulls the fastball foul, strike 1. He was the American League Rookie of the Year this season. And that's a blue base hit to left field in front of Ryan Braun. And with 2 outs, they'll have runners at first and second. Next up is the shortstop, Jacob Salazar. Jacob's a switch hitter batting from the left side. No official at bat because he walked in the first inning. inside off the plate, ball one. Runner at first and second. And that's headed towards the gap, but it will be in there for a base hit. It is an RBI single, and this ball game is tied. RBI single for Jacob Salazar. And the pitching coach will make a stroll out to the mound to talk to Mitch Keller. Calm him down, give him a breather. The ball game's knotted at 2 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Next up is Benny Lo Cicero. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 outs. Pitches at the knees, strike one. He doesn't have a hit yet in this postseason. Found the outside corner. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Benny. Runners lead off first and second. High and outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Outside corner, strike 3 looking, and the side is retired, but not before they tie the ball game on the RBI single by Jacob Salazar at the end of 3 innings of play here in Game 2 of the American League Division Series. This ball game is tied at 2. 2 runs apiece. So we go to the top of the 4th. Eloy Jimenez had a single in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. Ground ball up the middle, played him perfectly. Saps, long throw, in time, 1 away. Center fielder Duke Snyder grounded out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Circle change finds the outside corner for strike 1. Hard ground ball, base hit through the right side. It's a 1-out single for the Minnesota Twins. They have a runner at first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Orlando Cepeda.
So the first baseman, Orlando Cepeda, will step up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a ground out. Strong throw, in time. He thought about throwing a second for the double play, but then realized there'd be no way that he could get it there, and decided to elect for the easy out at first. So runner will be in scoring position at second. Had he fielded it cleanly, Termini would have probably had the double play, the round home double play. So with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th, up steps Mike Schmidt, who is 0 for 1. 2-seamer inside, strike zone, strike 1. Curveball, 12-6, is off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball, it is a foul ball by inches. Just missed the third base bag. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just missed inside with circle change. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 4th, runner in scoring position at second. It's a 2-2 tie here in Game 2 of the ALDS. Chases a fastball and will stay right where we are. In the dirt, blocked nicely by Perez, no advance. Full count on Mike Schmidt. Alan Hansen is on deck. And it's a bloop. And it's going to drop in there for an RBI single. He's throwing a second. It is in time. So he's thrown out at second, but it's an RBI single for Mike Schmidt. And here, after 3.5 innings of play, it's Minnesota taking a 3-2 lead here in Game 2 of the American League Division Series. Nice throw by Luklich. Bottom of the fourth, 3-2 lead for Minnesota. Matt Saps steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Ground out in the second inning. Line drive. Base hit in front of the left fielder, Ryan Braun. It's a leadoff single for the Knights here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the replay. Hard line drive. I thought it might actually stay up there for a shoestring catch, but last minute he held up. Next up is Matt Termini, the third baseman. He grounded out in the second inning. He's 0 for 4 in the series. Inside corner with the slider, strike one. Big lead over there at first base for Saps. That ball is high. It is far, but playable for Ryan Braun. Hit it off the end of the bat. Kind of died out there in the outfield. So that's the first out here in the bottom of the fourth. Had a good sound, but just a long out. Next up is Roberto Perez, the catcher, is 0 for 1. Saps leads off first. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. 3-2 lead for Minnesota. Curveball is low. Ball 1. Out in front of the curveball, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Roberto Perez. A slow roller to the third baseman, over to second for 1, back to first. It is a round the horn double play to retire the side, 5-4-3. And at the end of 4 innings of play here at Classic Yankee Stadium, Game 2 of the ALDS, it's Minnesota 3, Bronx Knights 2. Nice scoop by Cepeda. So we'll go to the top of the 5th. Up steps the second baseman, Alan Hansen, who is 0 for 1. Just gets a piece of the 2-seamer, strike 1. Misses low with the circle change. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Hansen. Just gets a piece of the curveball. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pops it up on the right side. Foul ball. Swing and a miss at the circle change. Strikes him out, and there's 1 away here in the top of the 5th. It's Pollock's 5th strikeout. Here's a replay.
Number 13, shortstop, with Owens.
So next up is the shortstop, Chris Owings. Just gets a piece of the changeup. 1 strike on Owings. 2 for 4 in the series so far. Double and an RBI. Outside, ball 1. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Just misses inside. Joey looks in a little bit longer than usual, wondering where that pitch was. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Thought it was a strike on the inside corner. Not so, says the home plate umpire. Slow roller to the shortstop. Routine play for Salazar, and there are 2 away. He was motoring down that line. Tougher play than it looked like. So, the leadoff man, Ken Griffey Sr., has a single in today's game and a run scored. He's 1 for 2. Steps in with 2 outs in the 5th. Strike 1 at the knees. Ground ball back through the box, up the middle. It is a single to center for Ken Griffey Sr. It's a 2-out single, and the inning will continue. Brian Braun has a 2-run home run today. He steps up to the plate with a runner at first and 2 outs. Fastball in there, strike 1. Outside corner with the circle change. Count is quickly. No balls and 2 strikes on Braun. The regular season he had 317. Big lead over there at first base. Quick throw. Make sure he stays close. Keep him out of scoring position with 2 outs. And it's a lazy pop-up to short center field. Lukelich is there. He makes the catch to retire the side. So after 4.5 innings of play, here in Game 2 of the ALDS, the Twins lead 3-2. So the leadoff man here, Max Lukelich, steps up to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th for his 3rd plate appearance. Pitches outside, ball 1. Yesterday, Max was 2 for 4 with 2 singles. No hits today, he's 0 for 2. That one finds the outside corner. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside at the shoe tops, 2 balls and 1 strike. Low, 3 balls and 1 strike. Max Lukelich won the Gold Glove for center field this season. And it is back to the pitcher. Throws to first, in time, 1 away. So Max is 0 for 3. Next up is the first baseman, Don Mattingly. Donnie is 2 for 2 today. 4 for 5 in the series. It's a 1-run lead for Minnesota here in the bottom of the 5th, 1 away. And that is a line drive, but right at Ken Griffey Sr. and right. And there are 2 out. Next up is the designated hitter, Chris Ramos, the most valuable player of the league. 1 for 2 with a single today. Had a home run yesterday. Backdoor slider, strike 1. Late on the fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Mitch Keller is pitching a decent game up to this point. And he went too far and swung. And he knows it. So the side is retired. 5 innings complete. Here at Game 2 of the American League Division Series, it's an official ball game. Minnesota Twins lead 3-2. So next up is Mike Piazza. It's a leadoff in the top of the 6th inning here. He is 0 for 2, 0 for 6 in the series. Pollard sets and delivers. And it's pop-up, short right field, in races Low Cicero to make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Eloy Jimenez, the DH, is 1 for 2 with a single. Steps up. Misses outside with the breaking ball. Eloy was 0 for 4 yesterday. And he is 1 for 2 today. Misses inside with the 2-seam fastball. Count is 2 balls and no strikes, and he wants a different baseball. Doesn't like the feel of this one.
That's ball 3.
Outside and low, 3 balls and no strikes. Will he have the green light on 3-0? No, he will not. In there, strike 1. Hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out to Eloy Jimenez. It's a 3-2 lead for Minnesota. And that's a hard line drive. Base hit to left. So it's a 1-out single for Minnesota. And Jimenez is at first. The fans are starting to get a little nervous. So next up is Duke Snider. We're going to go to the manager's office in the bullpen. And we're going to warm up Jesse Biddle and Carlos Estevez. Runner at first, 1 out. Inside corner with the fastball, strike 1. Duke is 1 for 2 with a single today. He scored a run. It's his only hit of the series so far. Line drive right at Termini at third. Long throw. Jimenez is back to the bag, so it's line drive out for Duke Snider. And there's 2 away here in the top of the 6th. Next up is Orlando Cepeda. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 ground outs. Circle change in there for strike 1. In the regular season, Cepeda had 39 home runs in 155 ball games. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball, count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Warner leads off first. And he yanks the fastball down the right field line. Check that left field line. Count remains, no balls and 2 strikes. And it is a hopper. Ranging over is Matthew Saps. Makes the throw to first to retire the side. So after 5.5 innings of play, here in Game 2 of the ALDS, Minnesota has a 3-2 lead. They're desperately trying to split this series at 1 game apiece. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Up steps Michael O'Rourke. He's an RBI single today. He had a 3-run homer yesterday. Steps up to lead off. Breaking ball outside, ball 1. Michael scored 124 runs during the regular season, so. Ground ball to Cepeda. Takes it himself. Quickly, there is 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting. Not shortstop.
Next up is Jacob Salazar. He has an RBI single today. And that's a line drive headed for the pole. It will be a foul ball. Strike 1 for Salazar. Fouls it behind home plate upstairs. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. During the season, Salazar had 17 homers and exactly 100 runs batted in. Switch hitter, batting from the left side. And this one he pops up on the infield. Cepeda, near the mound, makes the catch, 2 away. So Mitch Keller's pitching a pretty decent game. He had the pressure of being down 1 game to none in this best of 5, and he's come out and done a decent job. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Up steps Benny Los Cicero, who's 0 for 2. And he pulls it to the first baseman, takes it himself, steps on the bag. Easy 1-2-3 inning for Mitch Keller. And after 6 innings of baseball here in Game 2, Minnesota has a 3-2 advantage. So we go to the top of the 7th. Up steps Mike Schmidt, who has an RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. Pollard is still out there. Swing and a miss out in front of the fastball, strike 1. Out in front of the curveball, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And he pulls the knuckle curve hard down the left field line. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Misses low with the fastball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he lines it, but he lines it foul up the first base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Misses inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pulls the fastball foul. Count remains 2-2. Grounds it up the third base line. It is a foul ball. 8 pitches in this at-bat. Here comes pitch number 9 to Schmidt. That's a line drive caught by the second baseman, Matt Saps, for the first out here in the top of the 7th. Up steps Alan Hansen. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Misses outside, ball 2. So he's up to 90 pitches. When will the manager take him out? Deep drive. Lo Cicero racing back. He will not make the catch. It's off the wall. Makes a turn at second and heads to third. Makes the throw to third. It is not in time. It is a 1-out triple for Hansen. And they'll have a runner at third base and less than 2 outs where they can get him home without the benefit of a base hit. They're already up 3-2, so it's an important insurance run here in the top of the 7th for the Minnesota Twins. And I believe that will be all for Joey Pollard. Bullpen, righty, lefty, righty. I think we'll go Carlos Estevez, put him in the game. Manager Don Mattingly, the 50-year-old version, makes a motion, calls for the right-hander out of the bullpen, and that'll be all for Joey. Joey pitched, certainly wasn't one of his best performances. He's responsible for the runner at third. Carlos Estevez, during the season, is 2-1 with a 3.51 earned run average, 50 strikeouts and 41 innings pitched. He has to face Chris Onings, who's looking for that strikeout. And he doesn't get it. It's a deep drive to left. Sets up, makes the throw. The runner takes off from third. It is not in time. It's an RBI sacrifice fly for Chris Onings, and the score is Minnesota 4, Bronx Knights 2, here in the top of the 7th. So he got the job done. Next up is Ken Griffey Sr., 2 for 3 with 2 singles today and a run scored. Bases are empty, 2 outs. Swing and a miss at the 99-mile-an-hour fastball, strike 1. Grounds it up the third base line. It is through for a base hit. Makes a big turn at first, but he'll hold him at first with a 2-out single. Here's the replay. Just slashed it down the third base line and through. Nice angle. I love this angle. No chance for Termini. Next up is Ryan Braun, who in the first inning hit a 2-run home run to give them an early 2-0 lead. So far, they haven't looked back. So he steps in again. He is 1 for 3. Stole a base on the pitcher, but wasn't even paying attention to him. So Ken Griffey Sr. just takes off. He's already halfway to second base before the ball even gets to Roberto Perez. So now with a single can score that 5th important insurance run. Count is no balls and 1 strike to Braun. Ground ball, third baseman, Termini throws across in time, side retired. So, get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. Sacrifice fly gives Minnesota a 4-2 lead in Game 2 of the ALDS. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Up steps Matthew Saps. 2 lefties warming in the Twins bullpen. Matt Saps is 1 for 2 with a single. Keller looks in, gets the sign. Swing and a miss, the fastball. African Giant Gaming. Hello, sir. Thank you for joining. This is Game 2 of the American League Division Series against the Minnesota Twins. Pitch is low, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. The Bronx Knights won Game 1 earlier today, 6-3. Now it's Game 2. The Twins are looking to split the series 1 game apiece. They have a 4-2 lead here in the 7th inning. That ball is hit high and far, but foul. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Welcome to the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a chance, check out African Giant Gaming. Their YouTube channel is awesome. Swings and pops it up. Shallow center field from Duke Schneider. He makes the catch, and there is one away here in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting. Number 7.
Next up is third baseman Matt Termini. He's 0 for 2. He doesn't have a hit in the series yet so far. Absolutely. You kidding? Checks his swing, fastball outside. Ball 1. The fact that you're here is going to bring me good luck. I'm going to win this game now. Watch. And that's a hard line drive, but hangs up there long enough for Duke Snyder to run it down, and there are 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 7th. So next up is Roberto Perez, who's 0 for 2. He flew out, he grounded out, bases empty with 2 down. And that ball is a hard line drive, but again, over-the-shoulder catch for left fielder Ryan Braun. A quick 1-2-3 inning. Mr. Outlander, welcome. Thank you for coming. All of a sudden, I'm going to get luck now. Watch. In this Game 2 of the American League Division Series between Minnesota and the Bronx Knights, Minnesota is leading 4-2. So, top of the 8th inning. Mike Piazza steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today, 0 for 7 so far in this division series. Carlos Estevez delivers. Outside corner, strike 1. To make sure that I've got my pitchers up. Hold on, manager, bullpen. Jesse Biddle is warming up, and I would say I need Dinelson LeMay warming up. Son was Easter egg hunting. Listen, today is a holiday for those Christian families. I also engage in lots of food and egg painting for Easter, but because of the pandemic, because I haven't had my second vaccination shot, me and the wife decided to stay home this Easter, stay away from large groups. So to me, it hasn't been Easter. It's just been a boring Sunday. So therefore, the division series continues. So the count is no balls and 1 strike on Mike Piazza, the catcher. It's 0 for 3 today. It is a slow roller up the third base line. Quickly, there are 2 outs. Two strikes on Piazza. Check that. And he pops him up. First base, near the first base line. Mattingly's there. Makes the catch for the first out here at the top of the 8th. Starter comparison. Mitch Keller versus Joey Pollard. Mitch Keller stands to win this game. It's pretty obvious which one of these starters had the better performance. So next up is Eloy Jimenez. 2 for 3, 2 singles today. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Base is empty. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. Out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hard ground ball to Salazar, routine play. Throws across in time, 2 away.
Now batting. The 17th.
So 2 outs. Up steps Duke Schneider, 1 for 3 with a single. Misses inside off the plate, ball 1. Checks his swing, but the slider, check that. The changeup floats in there for strike 1. And it is a lazy fly ball the other way. There is O'Rourke to make the catch and retire the side. So 7.5 here in Game 2 of the American League Division Series. Minnesota leads 4-2. Let's go! Let's go!
Your attention, please.
Taking over pitching duties for the Minnesota Twins here in the bottom of the 8th is Prince Park. And leading off, Mighty Max Luklich. He is 0 for 3 today. Switch hitter now batting from the right side against the lefty Prince Park. Checks his swing, down and in, ball 1. And that's a line drive which will be, oh, it gets past Ryan Braun and will roll all the way to the wall. He rounds second. He's heading for third. He's got all the thrusters on. Throw to third is not in time. It's a leadoff triple for Max Lukulich here in the bottom of the eighth. Milk that cow, Max. Milk that cow. Tries to go for shoestring catch and lets it go all the way to the wall. Backing up is Duke Snyder. Never hesitates around second base. Slides in head first. All that speed. So Don Mattingly steps up to the plate. Left-handed hitter against lefty pitcher Park. 2 for 3, 2 singles today. Pitches outside with the fastball. Ball 1. Runner leads off third. Nobody out here in the bottom of the eighth. Late on the fastball, strike 1. Just blew it by him. This time he yanks it into the seats, so the count is quickly 1 ball and 2 strikes on Mattingly. Outside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss at the 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and he struck him out, and there's 1 away. So next up is the most valuable player in the American League for this season, Chris Ramos. He's 1 for 3 today with a single. Switch hitter turns around and bats from the right side against the lefty Park. Pitch is low, ball 1. He is the tying run here at the bottom of the eighth at the plate. And it is a lazy fly ball to center field. Tagging is Lukulich. Throw to the plate is not in time. It is an RBI and a sacrifice fly for Chris Ramos. And it is a 1-run ball game here in the bottom of the eighth. Minnesota leads 4-3. So 2 outs in the inning, bases empty. It's a 1-run ball game here in Game 2 of the American League Division Series. Up steps Michael O'Rourke, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI single today. He has 3-run homer in Game 1 of this series. Pitches inside and low, ball 1. Left-handed hitter against the lefty on the mound. Fouls back the curveball, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And that ball is high and deep, but playable for the right fielder. And that retires the side, but they get a run back on the sacrifice fly. So we go to the ninth, the top of the ninth. Minnesota leads 4-3. So as Orlando Cepeda steps to the plate, I just want to make sure that I've got everything going. Let's see. So righty. Okay, let's see. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to sit down Dinelson, and I'm going to warm up Betances, and I'm going to have Carlos Estevez continue to pitch. He's only had 14 pitches, so Cepeda steps in the top of the ninth. 1-run lead for Minnesota. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Swing and a miss at the sharp slider. Quickly, there are 2 strikes. Cepeda's 0 for 3. Ground ball to the second baseman. Routine play for Saps. Throws to first in time. 1 away. Anthony Millo, welcome to the stream. Go Knights. This is Game 2 of the American League Division Series between the Bronx Knights and the Minnesota Twins. Knights have a 1-0 lead, but they're trailing here in Game 2, 4-3 in the top of the ninth. Up steps Up steps Schmidt with 1 out. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Millo. Misses outside with the fastball, ball 1. Oh, that's a deep drive. And O'Rourke in left just watches it go into the bullpen. It's a solo home run for Mike Schmidt, his first of the game, first of the series. And it's a 5-3 advantage for the Minnesota Twins here in Game 2 of the ALDS. Ooh. And the crowd is stunned silent. Let's watch the replay. Go Knights! Big comeback is coming, folks. Don't worry. Big comeback in the bottom of the ninth. So are we going to stream Madden now? You should. You should stream Madden. If you stream Madden tonight, I'll watch. So, 1 out. We had fun last night. Yeah, I certainly did. So, Alan Hansen, the second baseman, steps up to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a triple and a run score today. Since he's, I think, a left fielder. Manage. Bullpen. There's a switch hitter, righty, lefty. I'm going to bring in Dylan Betances just to keep the lead right where it is. He is the setup man this season. Fouls off the fastball, strike one. Need to keep it a 2-run deficit right where it is. Hansen is 2 for 7 in this series. Knuckle curve down and in. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And it is a lazy foul ball slicing out of play. The count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hansen. It is a 5-3 ball game here in the top of the ninth. And it's a pop-up. On the outfield grass is Jacob Salazar. He makes the catch for out number 2. So with 2 outs, up steps Chris Onings. He has a sacrifice fly today. He's 0 for 2 officially. And that's a deep drive. Luke Lynch is on his horse. He races over, will not get there. And by the time that ball finds its way back into the infield, it's going to be a 2-out double for Onings, who's had a hell of a game today. So runner at second, the 2 down. Next up is Ken Griffey Sr. So Ken Griffey Sr. is up. We're going to pull out all the stops. We're going to the bullpen again. And we are going to warm up Dinelson LeMay. And we're going to bring in Jesse Biddle. Ready and waiting. Oh, they won't let me. There's a new rule in baseball. They won't let me relieve him. Dylan Betances has to pitch to 3 batters minimum before they allow me to bring in a reliever. But it doesn't matter because Ken Griffey Sr. swings at the first pitch. Lo Cicero makes the catch to retire the side. So here we go. Last licks for the Bronx Knights. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Thanks to Mike Schmidt's solo home run here in the top of the ninth. It's a 2-run lead. They need 2 to tie, 3 to win. Here in Game 2 of the American League Division Series in Classic Yankee Stadium. So, Rob Dibble is here to close the ball game for the Twins. He's 1-5 record. He had 41 saves and 46 attempts. His ERA is 3.26, and he is here to shut the door on the Bronx Knights and tie this series in 1 game apiece. Leading off here in the bottom of the ninth is Jacob Salazar. He has an RBI single today. He is 1 for 2. They need a base runner. Bloop and a blast. Pitch is high and outside. Ball 1. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes on Salazar. Outside corner with the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Salazar. Misses. Hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike. Right fielder Benny Lo Cicero is on deck. Here comes the pitch. 100 miles an hour, hit the triple digits. Outside corner, count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now he's in protect the plate mode. Swing and a miss out in front of the slider, and he's down on strikes. There's 1 out. Mitch Keller, his line, 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs. That's a good line. He had his back against the wall. He's done what he can in order to split this series at 1 game apiece. So next up with 1 away here in the bottom of the ninth is Benny Lo Cicero. He's 0 for 3, left-handed batter. Swinging and miss the fastball. Strike 1. They've got their terrible towels waving in the stands, hoping for a comeback. Checks his swing, pitches outside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Cut fastball out front. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Lo Cicero. 100 miles an hour blows it by him, and the Bronx Knights are down to their final out. Next up is, representing that final out of the ball game, is Matthew Saps, who's 1 for 3. And he hits it high and deep. That ball is gonzo. It did 2 out. Solo home run for Matthew Saps, his first of this division series, and the score is now 5-4. Twins lead. So still 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. The next batter up is simultaneously the tying run and represents the final out of the game. Here's the replay. Matt Saps. So next up is Matt Termini. Matt Termini had 11 home runs and 81 RBIs during the regular season. And he rolls over on it down the third base line. It is strike 1. It's 0 for 3 today. Does not have a hit in this 2-game set yet. Dibble sets and delivers. Ground ball to his counterpart at third. Schmidt throws across in time. Ball game over. Minnesota Twins win 5-4. So they even this best of 5 game division series at 1 ball game apiece, as the Twins take it back to Minnesota for Game 3 of the American League Division Series. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow I play Dungeons & Dragons. So there'll be no baseball tomorrow for those of you that are interested in following this American League Division Series, the Bronx Knights. The Game 3 will happen most likely on Tuesday evening. So let's do this the right way. Let's go to the score check. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Outlander. So Minnesota, 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Bronx Knights, 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. And as you can see, the Minnesota Twins are pretty excited about evening the series at 1 game apiece. Their goal in a short 5-game series is to take 1 out of the 2 games on the road, and they accomplished their mission. Mike Schmidt, who hit the home run in the 7th in order to give them that insurance run, is the player of the game. And, of course, he deserves the honor. Boom. Sucks to lose, but baseball's about winning and losing. And that's why it's a 5-game series and not just a one game and done. So, Mitch Keller is the winning pitcher. Joey Pollard is the loser. He's 0-1. Rob Dibble gets the save. The final here in Classic Yankee Stadium in Game 2 of the American League Division Series, Minnesota Twins win 5-4. And this has been a broadcast of Bronx Knights Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much to the Outlander Show. Thank you so much for African Giant Gaming. Thanks so much to Anthony Miller for poking his head in. I much appreciate it. So, it is what it is. I wish I could have won the game, but back to the drawing board. I can't wait for Game 3. Have yourself an absolutely great Easter if you should celebrate it. Hopefully you painted and ate a lot of boiled eggs and ate a lot of, ate a lot of potatoes. Have a great night.
3 hours and 16 minutes.